Most producers talk about ads without having ever run any ads, without opening Ad Manager or doing anything of the sort. So I wanted to do something a little different. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an ad that I ran. I'm gonna give you the real numbers, tell you what worked, what didn't, and why ads don't magically fix your business. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and follow me on my other socials. Let's jump right into it. This right here is Ads Manager. So you got all your campaigns, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and click our campaign, and we open up ad sets. So this is the set. So once I click the ad set, right off the bat, the first thing I can already see that I did wrong was that I only had one ad. That's a problem because you want to be A/B testing, right? You don't want to have just one ad going off because it works. That's great, but you don't know why it worked. You don't know why it flopped. You don't know anything about it. So you always at the ad level, you want to have multiple ads going so that you can know what works and what doesn't. So this ad, it was a call out to my ideal customer. And before we run into the details of the budget, the amount spent, all that stuff, I want to show you guys the ad first. If you're an artist who spent thousands of dollars on production and you still aren't happy with the results, go right ahead and drop me a follow. I've produced multiple records and crossed over 1 million streams across all platforms. So drop a follow and let's get to work. So I'm not going to dive too deep into like how I set it all up. I'll make a different video for that. But essentially what this ad was set to do, it was set to show as many people my profile and then get them to just follow me. And then from that point, I would DM each follower. I have a many shout out automation that I would use, which would DM people, and then I can go from there and continue the conversations, and eventually close them, get them on calls, and do all that type of stuff. So it got played 129,000 times, but it only had an average view play time of 1 second. If we were just looking at straight analytics off of a video, 1 second view duration tells you that the hook is really bad. It's like if you're an artist, like nobody really cares, right? I need a better hook. The hold rate is how long, the percent of time your video was played to completion. Only 13% of people watch the whole thing. So my hook rate is the percent of times, yeah. So my hook rate is low. All right. So as you can see of this graph, this is like a retention graph. It shows you people pretty much fell off 1 second into the video. Like half the people stopped watching, which is fine. Our demographic, we got the right demographic. We got who we were hoping to get. But the part that I want to really highlight here is going to be the profile visits. So out of 129,000 plays, I got 1,788 visits, which is the objective of the ad. So based off the visits, great. That was the objective of the ad, was to get people to go to my profile. Awesome. It was able to achieve that. We only got 18 followers out of it though. So that tells me that something here on my Instagram page needs work because people were clicking on here but not following. So obviously that indicates that our page is not set up in a way that our ideal customer that we were able to reach wants to follow. So I need to do some more content. I need to get my page looking better, and I need to do some improvement there. So while the ad purpose was achieved, what we really wanted out of the ad, we didn't get. This was another mistake that I made before I jump into some technical stuff. Facebook. I had my budget split between two platforms, so it was Instagram and Facebook. Unfortunately, Facebook is not going to be the greatest platform for music in general. I mean, you can always put it on there. But for me and my results, generally, I find the majority of my customers are going to be on Instagram. So the fact that I had part of my budget going towards Instagram. And as we can see here, if I zoom in, if it allows me to zoom in, as you can see here, the amount spent at 32.13. And if I had put that other 32.13 just into Instagram, I feel like I would have got a better yield. So I'm not saying don't use Facebook. I'm not saying as a music producer using Facebook is bad, but just for me and my purpose and maybe my branding, my business, Facebook has never really been the place where I do a lot of marketing. I'm not posting content on Facebook specifically, so that might be why my Facebook didn't do as good. And also, I wasted ad dollars. yeah, I want to jump into some of the technical stuff here. If it's gonna let me, here, right here. My cost per result, 5 cents. That's not too bad. So per every 5 cents that I put in, I'll usually achieve a profile visit, which is good. You know, it can go up and down. So essentially, like, I don't know if it's gonna show me the cost for every day. The cost per, oh, there it is. It does tell me the cost per click. Okay. So day one, cost per click, you know, 2 cents, 1 cent, 4 cents. It was good. It slowly went up. Like here was really bad, 14 cents, 11 cents, you know, 27 cents. Like, you know, once you start getting to these high numbers, like it can be quite a bit. So for me, I realized fairly quickly within the last 4 days that this ad probably wasn't that good. So then I just turned it off. I know a lot of advertisers, a lot of people in this space will say, yo, you need to wait at least 30 days. You need to put 30 days in. And usually I would agree with that. But if you're a music producer, you are not able to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars testing stuff. You're just doing your first go at it. I would say after a couple days, maybe 4 days, just see how your ad's performing. If the results are where you want, keep it. If not, then, you know, you can turn it off. Obviously this is supposed to go down as time goes on, because Meta essentially is showing your ad to the people that it thinks is most likely to be receptive to it. So if they're showing your ad to a whole bunch of people and those people are clicking on your stuff, Meta's like, okay, cool, this is the profile of the kind of people that are clicking on the ad. Let's show more people that. So the algorithm usually gets better over time because it's like narrowing it down to the people that actually care. So if it's going up, that's not really a good sign. I'm by no means an expert though. Like, I'm still learning as I go. And so, yeah, I just want to come down and show you guys that, you know, ads, it's not necessarily the answer, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, because there's a lot of data that you can get from just running ads. So, yeah, if you guys want to go ahead, join my Discord community, I'll put a link in the description. You know, I'm going to continue making videos like this. I'm going to continue running ads and reporting what I do. So, yeah.